What is up, YouTube? FirePhoenixKing here today, and today we're gonna talk about E3 and what I want to see. I guess one of those videos. Yeah, that's right, because you can't get enough of those. I'm just kidding. Anyways, Nintendo Direct E3 2019 will take place in June 11 at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So that makes it 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I just want to talk about what I think or what's going on, because Nintendo is very specific when it comes to the directs and what to expect, and other than that, then everything else just becomes, wishful thinking or speculation. But what I mean is, in the description it does say tune in on June 11th to get a sneak peek at upcoming games for the Nintendo Switch. Now, of course, naturally, we know that upcoming could mean a few things, but I think I think they're gonna stick around with Pokemon Sword and Shield, Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem, Three Houses. So I think it's pretty fair to say that of course they're gonna give us way more details on these. Although we did get more details on Fire Emblem recently, but they didn't review everything. But one interesting thing I want to talk about is Smash Brothers and this whole Rayman thing. And as you can see, everybody's been talking about the Ice Crystal and Battlefield. As you can see, there is some type of texture that makes it seem that Rayman is in the crystal. And I'm going to put up a picture here that I found that closely resembles what everybody else is seeing, including myself. I don't see the hands and or the body and or the feet, but I definitely do see the face. And it's definitely there. You can turn on the Switch, go to Battlefield, put it into Final Destination form, and the texture is there. Now, as you can see, as the camera moves around, it's not like I guess it's not like a 3D texture, because you can see it's only on the crystal. And so, this is kind of odd. Apparently, it wasn't there in the previous versions. I didn't really, see that. Or I haven't really researched that, so I don't really want to go into detail about that. But if that's the case, that would be very interesting. But what I do want to see is third-party games. I know that the Switch has a lot of third-party games right now, but I want to see some of the big hitters. So like, yeah, I'm gonna say it, Call of Duty. Call of Duty missed out on last year on Switch, and it was kind of odd, because I think that they put 2 installments of Call of Duty on the Wii U when the Wii U was not doing well. Yet the Switch is doing tremendously well, and we have no Call of Duty yet. It's kind of strange. Maybe it is an Activision decision, but because all the time the developers are always just saying that they make the game, or like David Vonderhaar said, he just makes the shoes. I do believe that Activision does do the actual decisions on where to put the game, because if they really want to, they can say the Switch, and then they can get a port team to port it over, right? But again, I'm not a developer, so I don't know how that works. But it would be very interesting and very awesome to see Call of Duty on the Nintendo Switch. I think that would be awesome, really, really fun. The other game I kind of want to see, and it's also from Activision, which is Destiny. And I understand that I play a lot of Destiny on the PlayStation 4, and I love it. I think Destiny would be awesome on Switch. However, I do understand that it's a server only online game, so I don't know how the Switch would handle this. This has been proven to work, I guess, with Assassin's Creed, the cloud version of it. I guess I haven't played it myself, but I can see that the Switch can run games on clouds and stuff. I don't know if that's the same thing, but if it's online only, first we gotta fix some servers, because paying $19.99 for a year and I'm still lagging in Smash, something's wrong. Now I understand sometimes my connection may be bad, but I do have fiber optic or whatever, and I still get the same type of lag that other players do. So I don't know what's up with that. But I do want to see announcements. I want to get surprised. I want to see that Nintendo is still going strong. Obviously, as a Nintendo fan, and as just a gamer in general, I definitely do acknowledge that Nintendo is doing tremendously well. Even for people that are not even Switch fans, are becoming Switch fans just because of the games that are on the Switch, like Mortal Kombat. That was awesome. My comments on that is just really simple. Although it doesn't look up to par with the graphic style of the other brethren, which is the PS4 and the Xbox One, it still runs at a solid 60 frames per second, and I think that's awesome. And if it's not solid, at least it is very relatively close to 60 frames per second. And like someone said, I don't know who exactly said this, but you know, having the Mortal Kombat on the Switch version, you know, they don't have to care about graphics. It's more about practicing on the go and still being able to play it on their home console or preferred console and kicking ass. So I think that's unique. I think that's how a lot of developers should, you know, look at the Switch. Maybe it's not up to par with graphical style, but people play the game to play the game. You know, there's people like me that watch the graphics, and yes, I do enjoy, you know, having a good graphic game, but then again, I do, if the gameplay is good, enough said. That's it. I do think they're gonna reveal a Super Smash Bros. Character on E3. I think that's a given. I think we all can all agree with that, just because it's Nintendo has announced that they're gonna release the Super Smash Bros. DLC characters up until February 2020. I'm sorry, next year, 2020. And so it would align with them announcing another character in June. And I wouldn't be how would I say this? It's not that I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm pretty sure they would drop it that either that same day and or pull another tomorrow and then have the servers crash. In terms of the characters, it's very interesting to talk about this because, like I said, they mentioned Rayman, and the texture here, I just can't help but to say, or that is Rayman in that crystal ice. I don't know, maybe he's gonna break out the ice, it's gonna change the map. But I do want to say that I understand everyone's throwing their 2 cents in this and on who they're gonna see, because if we see another Square Enix rep, it'll be either Edric or Sora. But people are saying that it belongs to Disney, and I've said it belongs to Disney. But it would be pretty cool to see Sora, you know, popping out of nowhere. Just, hey, oh snap, it's Sora joining Smash. That'll be cool. However, I'm open to other character ideas that I haven't even thought of before or played the games, such as Doom. I would like to see Doom in Smash, only because as a first-person shooter fan, to have another actual character with actual weapons, that would be cool. Solid Snake would be the first, and then of course, Bayonetta, and then now Joker, that's 3. 4th would be the Doom guy, which would be cool. However, one interesting topic that we have to talk about is Microsoft. Microsoft and Nintendo have been relatively really close lately, and they have been partnering up on a lot of different projects, especially Minecraft. I can understand Minecraft though. Nintendo, and this is all about family, especially with kids. Microsoft understands this and would, you know, protects the kids with online. You know what Phil Spencer said about Sony's comment about why they don't want to work with Sony because they don't want to protect the accounts, online accounts, whatever, and Microsoft bounced back saying, you know, that is a priority. So I can definitely see why Nintendo and Microsoft really get along and are getting along. The whole 10-year Minecraft celebration is happening soon. I'm not a Minecraft player myself, but I do tend to play it when I'm actually stressed in IRL, in real life, or I just want to just play and just be on something and mindlessly build something. For me, I think Minecraft is great. It was really awesome when they put it on the Switch, and having Xbox Live integration on it really shows that they're really trying to work together. Who knows, maybe Xbox can take over the online aspect of Nintendo Switch, and that would be cool, but still make it known as Nintendo Online Universe. But I do want to talk about this because everyone thinks that it's going to be Steve that will be announced for the next Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC character. This absolutely makes sense and aligns with everything that I just said. I think that if Steve gets announced for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it will literally be because of this reason. However, there's a huge debate on which character Microsoft would be willing to land. Because although Minecraft is a huge franchise, Steve carries a lot of fans, that's for sure, period. But a lot of fans of the Super Smash Bros. Series have been crying out for the otherwise known as Mr. Banjo-Kazooie. I myself, I would like to see Banjo-Kazooie join up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, just because I think it would be really cool to have him back on a Nintendo platform. It has been years, but it would be awesome to see, you know, having Rare put a couple games on the Switch. I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe a remasters collection like I've seen around. I think that would be pretty cool. However, another one that caught me kind of by surprise was somebody mentioned to me, sent me a link. Devil May Cry's director said that at one point, that if he were to see Dante in Smash, he would have to have at least some type of game into the Switch. That would be the starting point. Lord and behold, we have a Devil May Cry game on the Switch coming up. That is either a coincidence or something's up. Of course, naturally, I've always said this, and I will stick around with almost every character that is in Super Smash Bros. Franchise either has a game or has had a game before on the Nintendo console. Joker's, you know, first arrival threw off everybody because, yes, absolutely, there was no game. Everyone thought it was going to be Persona 5 remastered on the Switch, but instead we got the button smasher Persona 5 Hyrule Warrior style type of game. Dynasty Warriors, I should say. So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen. There's a lot of things that we don't know that I'm actually really excited about, just because I can see this coming into like a big combination of surprises, and hopefully if we are given information about games that we already know, I mean, that would be great too. We're still missing information on Animal Crossing, which is a big title, and everybody knows once that comes out, a lot of people are going to get the Switches. A lot of people's interest in Animal Crossing is very high. Plus, Animal Crossing is one of the big hitters. It's been a while since we got a real Animal Crossing game. Now, the other thing is other games such as Luigi's Mansion 3. We could get details about that, of course. A lot of these games are actually coming out in 2019. Of course, we'll probably get some of them that will get a window release where it will be towards the holiday or maybe the beginning of 2020. And it's going to be very interesting to see. I mean, there's a lot of games that Nintendo has not yet announced or has announced and haven't even talked about. The one game in the back of my mind is actually Metroid Prime 4. That game didn't get shelved, but it got pushed back due to creativity, well, the lack of creativity. So Nintendo reached out to Retro Studios and for help to make the game. And I think that's awesome because they're not giving up on the project. Plus, Nintendo's always said that they're into, if they can't make a game feel fresh or new or fun, they're just not going to do it. And that kind of does worry me a little bit. Just because if there's nothing that even Retro Studios can come up with, then the series or the game, Metroid Prime 4, might get shelved. But I doubt this will happen. Retro Studios led the Prime series. So I think that it's pretty safe to say that they're definitely going to come up with something. In terms of DLC, I want to see more efforts on that. I think it's cool that Breath of the Wild and Odyssey got the VR update. I think that was awesome. However, I want to see a real DLC for Super Mario Odyssey. I understand the game's been out for quite some time, but it's never too man, that word is gone. That word is gone. It's never too late to add DLC to a game. I mean, yeah, of course, unless it's just gonna be something minor. But Mario Odyssey could definitely use a DLC boost. I think it would be great to see a new kingdom, or just a new storyline. And I want to see more, like a set of third party. I understand we got it, but there's always more to get. And I think that with the current sales of the Nintendo Switch is a powerhouse in terms of sales, in terms of how many people have the Switch in their homes. So even if the games sell a little bit for third parties, they're still getting a pretty good chunk. Now, of course, naturally, this doesn't apply for everybody, because sometimes if the third parties do get somebody else to port the games, sometimes that does not go right, as we can see with previous titles, Ark Survival. But Panic Button has done a great job, you know, and the reason I bring up Destiny is because Warframe reminds me a lot of Destiny, and it looks great, and sure, it does have a lot of frame drops, but with the right, with the right tools and with the right time, I think they could put Destiny on the Switch. Maybe Destiny 3. Destiny 2 is already going towards its end cycle. But that's pretty much what I want to see. I did a lot of talking today, but I do want to hear from you guys. What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to get surprised with? I know I actually want more VR stuff. I think the way they teased us with Breath of the Wild and Odyssey, that's just a little demo. But I want to see a real VR focused game, and I want to strap on my VR because I don't want to keep holding it right in my face. I don't think that's fun. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to comment on except that I'm really excited for Nintendo's E3 2019. I really hope they're gonna show a lot of stuff, a lot of details, and I'm really excited to see it. I can't explain it more than that. I mean, I'm a Nintendo fan, and I think they can do it. They can show us great stuff, and at the same time surprise us with some things. But I'll tell you one thing that I do want to see. Hashtag Paper Mario. I'm a huge fan. However, I do not want to see that sticker star battle system and or the color splash battle system. Please return back to the good old-fashioned Paper Mario and Paper Mario 1000 Year Door game style, battle style. Hey, heck, even Super Paper Mario, I actually didn't mind that. I found that game to be really good. But there you have it, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. What's going to happen? What do you guys want to see for E3? And just let me know. Let me know. Go ahead and engage in the conversation. I'm very open to a lot of things. Like I said, I don't mind seeing new games on it. I don't mind seeing old games getting updated. But I definitely do want to see the effort from Nintendo, and hopefully they show it in E3. Firebenders, at this time, that's all I have for you guys. You guys have a great day and take care. Bye-bye.